But there's no life lesson there. You're missing the life lesson.
I'm sorry. I forgot to add in the part where you talk shit about your sister.
3 divorces. 3 divorces.
Oh all right. On that note, it's time for our third Am I the Asshole story.
Oh, God. This show is unhinged. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Am I the Asshole Files. I'm Nick, and this is my lovely wife and co-host, Miranda.
Hello.
We're doing 4 back-to-back Am I the Asshole stories with our normal shenanigans, but we're tossing it back and forth. So I'll start us off with story number 1. Miranda will lead story number 2. I'll take story number 3. Miranda will wrap up with story number 4, and then we'll end with our votes for the Asshole of the Week award. Mm-hmm. Now, for those that aren't familiar, at the end of each Am I the Asshole Files episode, we're going to put in our vote for what we're calling the Asshole of the Week award. So out of these 4 stories, we're going to put in our vote for which one we think is deserving of the weekly Asshole of the Week award. But it's not up to us. We just get votes. It's up to all of our ranters out there to let us know what the final verdict is. So at the end of the episode, feel free to cast your vote on whatever platform you're listening to this on, and we'll see who the Asshole of the Week award goes to. Now, originally, we were going to announce the winner on the following week's episode, but with how we record these, that's not really an option. I don't think it's going to work out very well.
It's not. Yeah.
So we're going to try something new.
Okay.
This video is being released on Friday, May 22nd.
Okay.
So the winner will be announced in the comments of this video when next week's episode is released on May 29th, so that everyone still has 1 week to get their votes in.
Okay.
Make sense? Either that or we have to make like a separate video to announce the winner, and I don't think it's really necessary.
I mean,
or we have to wait 2 weeks to put it out. So we'll see how the comments work.
Yeah, I forgot since we switched up filming that doesn't work.
So we record these a week prior.
Yeah.
So we won't even, when last week's releases, it's actually the day that we record the next one.
Yeah.
So there's no week. There's hours.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work, right? So we're going to try the comment thing.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure that, and I feel like it's better if everybody gets a week to put their votes in.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Give
instead of just like a day.
Watch the video.
Exactly, yeah. So if you're interested in who the winner is, check this video's comments on May 29th for the results. Now, without further ado, let's dive right into this week's Am I the Asshole Files. So this story is titled, Am I the Asshole If I Refuse to Give My Mom Money Every Month? My mom wants all 3 of us, male, female, in our 30s to give her $300 a month each. She said this is for her retirement and that this is our duty. I would be fine with it if she had no income, but she has multiple properties she rents out that earns more than we do every month. All 3 of us don't live at home and have children to take care of. My sisters are both stay-at-home moms, so their husbands will be the ones to pay this. Here is some of our conversation. I asked if she gives her parents money every month, and she said no, but she has given money to them before. I told her we are all raising kids, paying rent, and the economy is terrible. Her response was $300 is not that much. The average worker here earns $1,000 a month. I told her I would never tax my kids like this while they're trying to build their lives. Her response is that it's our duty as her children to try and be not biased. She did spend a lot of money sending us to private school. In return, I do have a decent job earning higher than the average. I feel like this is just pure greed, though. Would I be the asshole for refusing?
No. Also, the fact, I feel like you were trying to make an excuse, something on behalf of your mom. Her choosing to put you in private school was her decision.
Yeah.
You went to private school because your mom wanted you to go to private school. You could have gone to public school.
And I'm not entirely, if this is grade school, I'm not entirely sure that that's why you got a good paying job.
Even still, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, you guys are here because it was your mother's decision. She has 3 children because it was her decision. She put you in private school because it was her decision. She has multiple properties that she gets income from because that was also her decision. Mm-hmm. Let me see here where the responsibility falls on you.
And also, I would I would think that obviously we don't know the ages of like the mother and all that kind of stuff, but I would think she had at least like an 18-year head start.
Yeah.
So why is
also,
your retirement my responsibility when you had
Yeah.
18 years ahead of me? Why
Yeah,
am I
at
sporting?
least.
Why am I sporting you? Yeah, at least exactly.
That's the thing that I always hate shit like this. That I mean, I've said it so many times. Like your kids don't owe you because they were born. That's not how that works at all.
No.
You owe your children everything because you chose to bring them into the world. It's not the opposite, you know?
Well, I wouldn't say,
Like,
yeah. I guess
No,
to
I'm
a
not.
point, but
Well,
yeah.
obviously, I'm not saying like you have to say yes and give them everything. I'm just saying
Yeah.
you owe it to them to try and give them the best life
Of
that
course.
you possibly can. If that's public school, if that's private school, whatever's within your means. But the fact of the matter is, you can't make these decisions to give your kids this great life and then turn around and be like, now you owe me.
Exactly. And I mean, they're only
If I-
responsible for up to a certain point too. So I would say like 18, right?
Well, I would have been like, if I would have known that this was like going to come back and bite me in the ass later, that you were just going to be like, okay, now it's time for me to come and collect, I might not have accepted a lot of those things.
Yeah.
Like if I had known that this great childhood that you probably had, hopefully,
Yeah.
you know, if I had known that all of this was just for what? For you to expect me to bankroll your retirement later, for you to turn around and treat me like a fucking ATM? Like,
I am not your retirement plan.
that's just, yeah, I
How are you gonna
parents
tax
like that?
How are you gonna tax your children? Now I understand like charging like if they're like past 18 or whatever, and you charge them rent, I guess if you feel the need, whatever, right? I can kind of understand that just because it starts teaching them responsibility and, you know, bills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they're in their 30s. They don't live with you. They have their own fucking lives. You are not my responsibility.
Yeah.
You are a grown ass adult.
Yeah.
And you need to start fucking handling your own.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely what I would say is like when I built my family, they became my priority, not you. So I like, and also, I mean, I just can't get past the fact that she already has so much income coming in that you're talking about. Like she has multiple properties and stuff. Like, first of all, you got to have some money to have multiple properties, I feel. So
I think that's where, I mean, it could have been inherited or something like that. We don't know.
Even still, if you're hurt on cash, sell one of your properties.
Yeah, you could. But I think that's where OP has a very, I mean, she has a great point in all of this. But something that stood out to me was the greed part. I feel like this is just pure greed.
It is.
And I mean, this 100% that's what this is.
Yeah. I think this is the male though, because he said his two sisters. You said male, female, female. All the kids.
All of us, male, female, female. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think OP is the male because he said his two sisters are stay-at-home moms.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
So yeah,
it's always weird seeing that because like I read it one way,
yeah,
and then somebody else is like, "Wait, that sounds like a man." I'm like, "Oh," or the opposite
well,
sex.
yeah.
Whatever.
Sometimes if they don't put it right up at the front, I have to like piece it together later.
That's
I say it like that because if obviously,
yeah, my sisters are both.
If I'm
moms.
reading it, it's easier. But
that's funny.
But yeah, I don't know. I cannot stand parents that act like that. I mean, this is a good way to cause a rift between you and your kids for sure.
Those are the worst kind of parents too, because they're like, you owe us everything because you were born.
That's so stupid.
I actually don't owe you anything, because my thing is like, you are responsible for that person or those persons, whatever, to a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
But like they're in their 30s. If they've done a lot since then, you haven't lifted a finger for that. Like you haven't created the life they have.
Even
so like,
still.
how are you under the impression that that person owes you anything when you haven't done anything to get that person to this point?
I always hate that like entitlement that comes with it too. That's the thing that gets me the most, is that it would be one thing if you were like, I'm having a hard time, I'm struggling, can you help me out with something? That's a completely different approach than being like, I think it's about time for you to start paying me $300 a month.
I think it's time for you to fuck all the way off.
Yeah.
That would be my response.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you anything.
I wouldn't either.
You had a fucking, at least, like you said, at least 18 year head start. Why in the fuck are you not ahead of me?
Yeah, I'd be like, it's
So you can coast off my accomplishments? Get the fuck out of here.
I'd be like, it's in the mail. And then block
checks
you.
in the mail. Oh, that'll age you. Checks in the mail. That's so
like
good.
It's coming to you.
That's so funny. Oh, you didn't get it? I'll send it again.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I'm sending it right now. Block.
Let me cancel that check and I'll send another one.
I won't hear about it because I just blocked you.
God.
So, it doesn't really matter.
It sounds like they're close because, like, if this is even a conversation,
I mean, yeah,
you guys must be pretty close.
Probably, yeah.
But that distance is going to grow.
I hope it does because you don't deserve to put up with that.
Yeah, I agree.
And then especially if you guys do give in and do the 300, what's to say that she's not going to be like, I actually need more.
Yeah, I need 500 a month now.
Yeah,
that was last year's price. Like,
yeah, like inflation, sweetie.
Get the fuck out of
but
here.
Also, that's not that much. You're fine.
Tell her to fuck off.
Like, yeah, I just no.
So
no.
what's your verdict?
OP is not the asshole.
Okay, so I would agree.
Mhm.
Reddit's overall verdict was not the asshole.
I
got so. 3. Well, sometimes you never know.
Yeah, I know.
First comment that I found, not the asshole, a $3,600 a year tax just for her to be a part of your life. This one's good. Put it in a savings account and let her know that you will pay for her funeral expenses with it.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Next one is not the asshole. Hell no. Her retirement is her own responsibility. All the money she spent on your childhood was also her responsibility. Nope.
Yeah.
Next one is not the asshole. She chose to have children and she made the choice to send you to private school, just like you said. You can't give someone $100 for their birthday and then come back 10 years later saying it was a loan and you owe them that money plus interest. Unless an agreement has been made beforehand, you cannot claim duty or responsibility for any kind of arrangement. She does not have the right to decide what your money should go to.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Exactly. I mean, exactly how they phrase that. Like, you can't make it out to be like this one-sided loan that you're going to come back to collect on that, like nobody, you're the only one that knows about that agreement.
It was, yeah, exactly. And like you made, and just like you said, you made the choice to do all of those things.
Yeah.
I didn't.
No.
So like,
I mean, in any other circumstance, I would be like, good on you. You sound like a good mom. You sent your kids to private school. This one said he's got a good job. He's making good money. And all other case circumstances, it seems like you would be a good parent.
Except now this is like extortion, isn't it?
I mean,
this is a level of extortion,
I guess
no?
this really rings true that like money doesn't buy everything. I don't know.
I mean,
couldn't buy you a sane mother. I don't know. Sorry.
Oh God! All right, time for our second. Am I the asshole?
I didn't say that I was going to spend the money on her funeral. God. I feel like I didn't say the worst thing here.
I was all for that comment, though.
Okay. So the second story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Bringing Up My Sister's Past Divorce at Her Wedding? I, 32 male and currently single, was at my sister's wedding this weekend and things have gotten tense since. For context, my sister, 29 female, was previously married for about a year when she was 24. It ended pretty badly. There was a lot of arguing, and from my perspective, she rushed into it and ignored everyone's advice. Our family kind of just doesn't talk about it now, which I've always thought was weird because it happened and it clearly says something about decision making. Anyway, at her current wedding, I was asked to give a speech. No one gave me any specific guidelines, just say something nice. I did start nice. I talked about growing up together, how she used to make me terrible instant coffee and stuff like that. But then I pivoted into what I thought was a meaningful point about growth.
Oh no.
I said something along the lines of how we have all seen her make big commitments before that didn't work out, and how it's important to really think things through this time. I even added that hopefully her new husband knows what he's getting into and is ready for the long haul, unlike last time.
Oh, shit.
People got really quiet, but I figured it was just because it was honest. I don't think weddings should just be about fake positivity. After the speech, my sister was visibly upset and told me I humiliated her on purpose. Her husband didn't say much, but looked pretty uncomfortable. A couple of relatives told me that was completely inappropriate and that a wedding is not the place to bring up past mistakes, especially something like a divorce. I told them I was trying to highlight her personal growth and the seriousness of marriage, but apparently that made it worse. My mom has not spoken to me since, and my sister says I made the happiest day of her life about her worst one. In hindsight, maybe I could have worded it differently, but I still feel like pretending the past did not exist is dishonest. At the same time, I can see why she might not have wanted it brought up right then. Want me to read the question again?
Sure. Yeah.
Am I the asshole for bringing up my sister's past divorce at her wedding?
Oh, that was rough. That was rough to get through.
I know.
Yeah, that was. I don't. Okay, my number one thing that I'm gonna go to, and I may regret saying this. I don't mean it in any negative way, negative light. It seems like this person may be on the spectrum a little bit because they're very honest. They're very just how, especially the ending. Him.
Yes,
okay.
Him.
So his justification as to why he said that weddings are very honest and just exactly how he worded all of that and why he did it is just, it just makes me feel like he's on the spectrum a little bit.
I thought that
which
too.
Makes this understandable. It makes this make a lot more sense. And I feel like the family should be a lot more understanding if that is the case, right? Because if this is just their personality and if they are on the spectrum and they're just speaking how they normally would, you should have expected this.
I know.
Why did you ask him to make a speech if you know that he's honest?
And not give him some clear guidelines either.
You just give him a mic and no left and right limit, and you're like, hey, go up there and talk. He's going to fucking do what he always does, and he's going to be honest, right? Yeah. So I don't think he's the asshole. The only caveat that I have to this, and obviously we can't answer this, we don't know, but if the new husband, the groom, was not aware of the divorce, that would change the story for me a little bit, but I don't know if it would change it enough for me to change my verdict, because if the was it the brother?
Yeah, it's brother.
The bride's brother.
Yes.
If he didn't even know that the groom didn't know, but like he's just always honest, just how he is, you still can't fault him for it. Like,
I feel like if he's as honest as he is, then the groom probably knew. Because you guys wouldn't have gotten this far without. I mean,
if they haven't done a whole lot of one-on-one time, which is possible, then that wouldn't be the case. But that's a really good point, because
I don't know
if that is kind of the circumstances we're looking at here, then that makes sense to me that it probably came up. And because there wasn't a big blow up, I think the groom is aware of the prior. You know what I mean? So like that had to come up in a fucking conversation. So, say the question one more time, verbatim.
Oh, let me go back to the top. Am I the asshole for bringing up my sister's past divorce at her wedding?
If this guy is actually on the spectrum and he's actually honest, you're not an asshole. You're just being you.
That almost makes it significantly funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just saying, because like this whole story makes so much fucking sense.
Honestly, like,
but on the other hand, though, if he's just if he's not on the spectrum,
if you're
he's just doing this just to be funny, just a regular guy, and he's just like, oh, I think this would be fucking funny, and he did it, then you're an asshole.
I know. He's like, I thought it was a meaningful point about growth, which like.
I think this person's on the spectrum.
I think
this guy's on the spectrum, which is awesome. It's great.
I know. It kind of reminded me like a little bit of Nye and how like he just says shit, and then like also I have an autistic cousin who just says shit.
That's what this sounds like.
So, like,
that's what this sounds like.
That's why I think it's so funny, because like that, if they are and everybody knows it. You guys should have known.
I mean, yeah.
You absolutely
and that raises more questions, because you, like I said before, you gave him a fucking mic. You gave him free roam, no left and right limit, nothing to talk about. And you're just like, okay, go up there and do a speech. And he did a speech. He speeched it up.
Like it's like one of those. It was like, I don't even know how to say it without sounding stupid, but it was like reading a car crash, like not watching it, reading it, because you're like, I can't fucking look away.
It didn't get better. It didn't get better with time. This did not age well.
No, it just kept getting worse. But I was like, oh my God, I'm about to start crying already. I was like crying, laughing upstairs when I was going through these.
That's funny.
Yeah.
My verdict though is, and that's the biggest thing for me with this one, is that if he's not on the spectrum, he's just being a dick. Then
you're absolutely
an asshole. But if this is just his normal behavior, he's on the spectrum, he just speaks his fucking mind, then you're absolutely not the asshole.
I mean,
everybody should have expected this.
It doesn't negate the fact that it shouldn't have been done.
But
yes, I do agree that like if that is the case, people should have stepped in. But there's nothing that says that. I couldn't find anything that confirmed it anyway.
I will say one thing I want to add is that even if, I may have to take back what I said, because even if he is just being a dick, this is his personality. He does this.
Yeah.
Right? You don't just get on stage and be a dick and you're not a dick in the rest of your life, right?
Yeah.
So again, I go back to my original statement. You gave him a mic, no left and right limit, no matter if he's on the spectrum or if he's just doing his fucking normal thing. You gave him a mic.
Who allowed you to speak?
Who asked you to do a fucking speech and not give you guidance? So honestly, at this point, I don't even care if he's on the spectrum. Not the
God. Asshole. It's just such
not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Because you should have fucking known that this was his. You should have known that this is what he was going to do, regardless.
No, I think no matter what, you're still an asshole.
Really?
Yes, no. I do.
Oh,
you shouldn't have said that. I mean, somebody should have stopped you, but somebody should have read your fucking speech.
Honestly, okay.
There's so many things.
For some reason, I always forget about Everyone Sucks Here. I always think about either you're the asshole or you're not the asshole. I always forget that Everyone Sucks Here. And I think this may be Everyone Sucks Here territory because it didn't start with OP. It started with the person that asked him to do this fucking speech. And then
I don't know why.
to go off your point of why nobody fucking stopped him.
Yeah.
Everybody watched this car crash.
I know.
Everybody just fucking looked at it.
Everybody was probably like,
Nobody stood up. Nobody cut off the mic. Nobody cut off the lights. Nobody booed. Nothing. Nobody did a fucking thing.
Nobody
Nobody did anything. And that's why I think this may land in Everyone Sucks Here territory. But I don't think, in my personal opinion, OP is I wouldn't label this what is it, YTA?
Yeah.
I wouldn't label it like that because like it started before him and then everything after, and he was just trying to have some fun.
Oh my God.
What's your verdict? Before you read comments.
No, before I read comments, I was like, you're an asshole.
Okay.
But I mean, like I said, I was still laughing about it, but it's one of those things that you're like, you are such a fucking asshole. Like, this is almost so unbelievable that like you just have to laugh about it because like, are you well?
I think they're on the spectrum, and I think it's okay. What did
I feel like it would explain a lot.
I mean, yeah, that would completely explain this scenario. What did Reddit have to say?
Reddit disagreed with you.
Okay. That's fine.
Everybody thought that he was the asshole.
Redditors are a bunch of nerds.
So it says, you're the asshole. Are you fucking serious? Insulting the bride in your speech at her fucking wedding? The most obvious asshole behavior I've ever seen. And if you were my sibling, our relationship would never be the same. Disgusting, disgraceful behavior.
Oh, okay. Nerd.
I mean, I would be upset if that happened at my wedding.
Again, this is not this. I'm assuming this is his normal behavior. And somebody asked him to get on stage.
I feel like you definitely haven't gotten this far in life without people knowing this.
Exactly. And then you asked him to do a speech.
So I don't know.
Okay, what's the next one?
You're the asshole. Should have worded it differently. Shouldn't have said it at all. You weren't being honest. You were being mean. You implied she hadn't thought this wedding through, that her past made her unmarriable, that she was hiding her past from her husband, and that he wasn't committed. Yeah.
It's a Tuesday. It's fine.
Oh, God. The last one said, you're the asshole. And then quoting it, in hindsight, maybe I could have worded it differently. No, even the message needed a rehaul. If this is how you communicate, maybe you need a personal private communications coach because yikes. A wedding speech is one of the simplest things to write and you fucked it up so badly. The fact that you had to say that no one gave you guidelines except say something nice and you failed even at that. Damn. 32 male and with this lack of social awareness.
That's okay. Not to take away from the funniness of the story because I think it's fucking hilarious. But if this person is on the spectrum, that comment's kind of fucked.
Well, that's what I was going to say is like, because that would kind of
you
like.
You just described that.
Yeah.
So
like, I think.
That comment, I don't care for that comment.
Maybe if you haven't gotten diagnosed, you should go talk to somebody.
I mean, they might be.
I think, yeah.
They might be diagnosed already. We don't know.
But
I think that comment, though, is a little.
That one.
Because if they are in the spectrum, then you just kind of.
Yeah.
Stepped over that line.
But yeah, no, I agreed with the, like, it's the easiest thing to write because, it really is. All you got to say is congratulations to the happy couple. I hope you have many happy years together. Cheers.
But there's no life lesson there. You're missing the life lesson.
I'm sorry. I forgot to add in the part where you talk shit about your sister.
3 divorces. 3 divorces.
Oh all right, on that note, it's time for our third Am I the Asshole story. Oh,
God, this show is unhinged.
Do we need a moment to regroup?
Oh, no, it's fine. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so this story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Stopping Payment from My Grandfather's Caregiver When I Found Out He Secretly Gave the Apartment to My Aunt? My grandfather had a stroke almost 2 years ago. After he got out of the hospital, he couldn't really manage on his own anymore. He wasn't bedridden, but his memory was failing, his blood pressure was constantly fluctuating, and sometimes he'd leave the gas on, I'm guessing gas stove, or call me in the middle of the night because he thought someone was walking around the apartment. I live nearby, about a 20-minute drive, so everything gradually fell on me. Doctors, medications, paperwork, trips, groceries. When things got tougher, I found a caregiver for a couple of days a week. His pension covered part of the expenses, but a decent caregiver and post-stroke medications were very expensive. So I was constantly chipping in my own money. Sometimes $1,000 to $2,000 a month would just disappear. The rest of the family seemed to exist only in name. My aunt would come by once every couple of months with some fruit, take some pictures with Grandpa, post something about the family, and then disappear again. My cousins hardly ever showed up at all. And yes, this is probably important. I really thought the apartment would end up being mine. Grandpa himself said more than once that I was the only one helping him and that everything would be fair. I even put off moving to another city because I knew he simply wouldn't make it without me. But I don't think Grandpa was obligated to leave the apartment to me. What really hurt me was that for years, they let me live under the impression that we were a family and honest with each other, while behind my back, they'd already decided everything. A few weeks ago, I came home earlier than usual and overheard my aunt and Grandpa talking in the kitchen. She was trying to convince him not to leave the apartment to me because I only help for my own benefit. She said she has children, a mortgage, and a real family. And Grandpa agreed with her. That's when I found out that he had already transferred the apartment to her 6 months ago. No one told me anything. Meanwhile, I kept paying for the caregiver and some of the medication all this time because I was sure that at least we were being honest with each other. I didn't make a scene. I just told my aunt that since the apartment was now hers, the responsibility should be hers too. I warned her that starting next month, I wouldn't be paying for anything anymore. Now, there's a weird atmosphere in the family. No one tells me I'm wrong, but there are constantly comments like, well, he's an old man. Why are you counting every penny? You can't do that because of the inheritance. And now I don't even understand. Did they really take advantage of me? Or do I look like someone who only helped my grandpa for the sake of the apartment? So again, am I the asshole for stopping payment for my grandfather's caregiver when I found out he secretly gave the apartment to my aunt?
No, not at all. I would have done this exactly how you said. Like, okay, well, you want all the responsibility now. You want it? Have it. You want the apartment, right? Everything that comes with it? Go ahead.
What do you think about the daily care that the grandpa needs?
They can figure that out.
Well, there's no they. It's really just she, the aunt, is what you're saying, right? Okay.
Yeah, you and your real family can figure it out.
I think that struck the hardest for me when I read this.
Yeah.
I was like, real family.
Ooh, your real family is real important.
She has children, a mortgage, and a real family.
All right. Well, you and your real family can have a real good time figuring that out.
The kicker, and Grandpa agreed with her.
All right, Grandpa.
Because they didn't know that she was there.
Well, have fun, Gramps. It's been good.
And the fact,
I hope they're good to you. I don't know.
And the fact that OP wanted to move to a different city and couldn't because of this.
That's just so.
And then you have this conversation.
I understand that you said that he's not obligated, and he's not. I do agree with that, but like, for you to have somebody that's been caring for you in this way and then to turn around and like base it, like that really is just implying that everything that she's been doing is not, like, it doesn't mean anything. That your daughter, who barely comes around, is so much more important, her and her real family, when they haven't put in any real effort to help you.
Yeah.
So, okay, you guys go be all happy together. I'm going to go to this other city where I was going to go, and I'm going to move on with my life.
Do you think in any realm that there was some kind of malicious intent behind it from the aunt
to take the apartment?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So the interaction between the aunt and the grandpa.
Yeah.
Do you think that plays into what OP should do?
Yeah, that's what I'm basing my entire answer on.
Well, the reason I asked this is because it was a stroke, right? Is it a stroke?
Mm-hmm.
I think. So obviously his health, his mind, and he even calls her in the middle of the night because he thought someone was walking around in the apartment. So obviously mentally and physically, he's just not doing well, right? So I'm wondering, and one thing that I thought about before I got into the comments was that would be, because I agree with you. I agree with the concept, but looking at it kind of at its core a little more is that if the aunt is actually taking advantage of the grandpa that's ill and is not thinking properly, right? Leaving might just give her free reign to do whatever she wants with the grandpa. You know what I mean?
I thought you meant towards OP.
No, the aunt and the grandpa solely, right? So if you just, and I understand the knee-jerk reaction to be like, you know what? Fuck both of you, I'm out of here. But when you look at this situation at its core, if what's happening is that the aunt is actually manipulating the situation, right? And kind of fucking with grandpa's mind because his mind just isn't all the way there. You leaving really just gives the aunt free roam to do whatever the fuck she wants with grandpa as maliciously as she wants.
Then you need to involve the rest of your family. Like,
See,
if he has other kids, now's the time that they need to start stepping up. Because at this point, she already has the apartment in her name, right?
Past 6 months.
So legally speaking, there's nothing you can do about that. All you can do is eat what you've already put into it and go move on with your life. Let everybody else know what's going on. Tell them that you're not going to put up with this bullshit. And if they care about their father, then they need to step in. My
thing is that I do agree about the apartment, but I don't think it ends there because there's more to it that she can take, that being his pension.
No, I agree.
So I agree that you should stick around. My opinion is stick around to get somebody else involved that's not the aunt, somebody that has his best interest, which I don't even know who that would be because it seems like it's you, OP. But
I mean,
somebody
yeah.
that can actually like step in.
That's fine. I mean,
You
if
know?
anything, yeah, I guess
Because now the aunt's gonna go for
contact
pension.
whoever you need to. Let people know what's going on. Make other people aware is what I'm saying. That I'm not saying just walk away from it and not do anything. But yeah, let other people know what's going on so that you're not the only one going up against your aunt. Like, I'm just saying, if you've been putting in all this and it was like super easy for everybody to just like gloss over it, then take yourself out of the situation because they clearly have no respect for you.
And it seems like OP is the closest because she says that she's only 20-minute drive away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it seem, but she mentions the aunt and she mentions cousins.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that she mentioned them because they are also close by. She's just the closest. So it makes you wonder why the aunt only pops up once every couple months and then the cousins don't pop up at all. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I don't know who you would go to kind of take over. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
That's what I kind of feel bad for the grandpa because like obviously there's no grandma, it sounds like, right? So there's nobody else, right? But like you also have the right to live your own life and not be fucking
I feel like if
this.
you stick around and let them continue, they're just gonna continue taking advantage of you. It's gonna get worse. Like, yeah, that's why I'm saying you need to involve somebody else and then you need to step away.
Yeah.
Because like clearly they've already been doing it. They knew what was going on. They knew what the plan was in the background. They probably knew that he was telling you that you were going to get the apartment too.
When you say they, what do you mean they? Are
like
you talking about
the aunt? Yeah,
okay.
and her real family. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So they being the aunt's family.
Yeah,
okay.
Like especially, I mean, that's not.
I don't even know if her family would be a part of it. I think it may just be like a singular kind of, rogue.
Even still.
You know what I mean? I think there may not be a they. It may just be a she, and she's just doing malicious shit because she can get away with it. You know what I mean?
Well, like I said, you got to let somebody know.
But yeah, exactly. I just don't know who that would be. You know what I mean? So what's your verdict?
I mean, I don't think that you're the asshole. I think you're giving them a month notice. So
yeah.
You guys got time.
That was definitely my verdict, was not the asshole. Reddit's overall verdict was also not the asshole. First comment is not the asshole. Honestly, I'm more worried the aunt took advantage of an elder with diminished capacity, which is exactly what I was thinking too. Next one is not the asshole. They definitely took advantage of you, absolving themselves of any responsibility. I would also worry that as your grandpa is old and ill, that he has been coerced into leaving your aunt his apartment. You are absolutely right in stopping the help both physically and financially. Your grandpa has plenty of other family members who can now step up. Go and live your life. Move away like you wanted to. You have gone over and above. And then the last one, he let you believe you would receive the apartment. Your aunt went behind your back. Well, she can take responsibility, not the asshole.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I definitely feel like, and like it sucks that, the grandpa's stuck in all of this, but I definitely feel like you need to put your foot down against her.
Yeah, so. Really, like, I would even try to say go outside of the family for support.
Somebody see if there's something that you can do. But like, I mean, I would definitely just let like everybody know that I possibly can within the family what's going on. Oh, yeah. And I would just be like, this is what happened. This is what I told them. I'm stepping away from the situation. It's time for somebody else to step in and go up against her.
Exactly.
Like, this is his daughter. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
And if she wants to take everything, that's fine. But you need to be fucking taken care of.
Yeah, like you've put in so much already, and for you to be treated like that is fucked up.
Exactly. So I agree.
Yeah, I don't think you're the asshole.
All right, time for our last Am I the Asshole?
All right, so the final story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Dancing at a Wedding Even Though I Was a +1 to a Friend?
Why do you have a wedding theme?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't realize it until like I put them together, and then I was like, "Ooh, very wedding heavy."
Is it wedding season?
Going into it, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
It's spring.
Huh.
It's getting nice.
Okay.
I think this was posted like 20-something days ago.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I mean, we got married in January.
Yeah, that's true. But we didn't have like a wedding. Anyways, that threw me off. Say the question one more time.
Okay. So, am I the asshole for dancing at a wedding even though I was a +1 to a friend? My friend and coworker was invited to his close friend's wedding and received a +1. Since he had just broken up with his girlfriend, he didn't want to go alone and be seen alone in photos on social media, so he asked if I would go with him. I love weddings and didn't have plans for the weekend and always wanted to see this particular venue in person anyway, as I always pictured it for myself, so I said yes. I didn't know the bride and groom, but I am aware of wedding etiquette, such as don't wear white, don't upstage the bride, be polite, etc. The wedding comes and I show up with my coworker/date. I meet a lot of his buddies and we're all getting along fine. One thing about me is I love to dance and never turn down an opportunity. I was on several dance teams in school, so I am semi-trained, so it's not uncoiffed or sloppy dancing. During cocktail hour, the DJ was playing...
Sorry.
During cocktail hour, the DJ is playing some great music, which I thought was appropriate for the reception and didn't want to let the songs go to waste, so to speak. So I danced a little bit. Nothing crazy, but I loved the music. People were looking my way, but not in shock, but almost like delight, like she's going to be fun on the dance floor tonight. Finally, the reception starts, and they're doing the bridal party announcements where the DJ plays songs and the couples dance together onto the dance floor. I love hyping people up and getting the party started. So as each couple was announced, I'd subtly hype them up and show them some fun moves to go along with the songs. Nothing crazy. I'd point at them and do something like shake my shoulders and encourage them to do the same. Eventually, my date asked me to cool it, so I did by the fourth couple, and didn't do it again as it seems they had routines they practiced anyway. I didn't think it was a big deal to help out, but I stopped when asked. I spent most of the night on the dance floor afterwards, dancing with everyone and generally hyping up the crowd. I could tell a lot of guests may have not felt confident, so I would make sure to go to the tables, sitting down and try to get them on the dance floor because I know it's important at weddings for guests to have fun. At one point, though, the mother of the bride or groom, couldn't tell, looked at me and rudely quipped, "Can you please stop? We don't know you," when I was dancing next to her table trying to get the grandparents up. I fully retreated and spent the rest of the night at my table and didn't even speak to my date because he basically started to ignore me after the announcements and during dinner service when I asked if he wanted to dance. He said no, he was eating, and rudely. So, am I the asshole for dancing at a wedding? I get that I wasn't a friend or family, but I was a guest and even brought a card to a couple I just met that day. My coworker hasn't texted me and I see him tomorrow. I also wanted to reach out to the bride via Facebook to see if photos were posted yet and thank her for a lovely time. So, am I the asshole for dancing at a wedding even though I was a +1 to a friend?
I'm 50-50.
Really?
I'm 50-50. Yeah, I don't think you're the asshole. I think you're just outgoing and stuff like that, but I think you are kind of the asshole because there are some people like me being one of them, right? If I don't know you, it takes me a while to get comfortable with somebody, right? Or in like a room of people I don't fucking know, right? But once I do, I might be the fucking loudest one there. I don't know. But at first, especially like a group setting like that, I don't want you to try to pull me out on the fucking dance floor if I'm not comfortable doing it, right? And especially like a stranger, like you went over to the grandparents and you were like, hey, like, okay, you need to back the fuck up. I know. So you're kind of the asshole in being, I think, okay. I think you're kind of the asshole in your approach to some of this, but I don't think you're the overall asshole for just wanting to dance because I think that's fair. You're just outgoing, especially like you have a background in dancing. But also like in the beginning, what was it called? The march or whatever.
When they were doing the announcements, like the bridal party announcements.
Yeah, all that. And they're coming in and you're like telling them all these moves to do. And like, even I know those are rehearsed.
Typically, yes.
So why are you trying to, you know what I mean? Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up Friday. Let them do their thing, okay? So, again, I think you're kind of the asshole in your approach to all this because, I mean, okay, if you were a family member and you were doing this, I would be a little less judgmental because, like, they know you. They know you're
Yeah.
goofy as hell, right?
Mhm.
But you're a stranger. People don't know you, and you're acting like you're the life of the party.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like, what?
Like I would do some shit like this at like one of my cousin's weddings.
That's
like,
the difference. People know you're goofy as shit.
Yeah.
So
like, they would like expect me to do some weird shit.
Exactly.
I would never though go to somebody that I didn't know their wedding and behave that way. I would probably like sneak out this
Exactly. Like this person just seems like, and I can't stand these kind of people that are just like super outgoing.
Yeah.
That are like just like strangers, you know?
Yeah.
Because like just stop talking.
I just think it's so funny how she was like, I was going around to the tables and dancing.
See that right there? Your approach is
Like,
shit.
That's insane.
Yes.
I'd be like, who are you?
That's what I said. Can you please stop? We don't know you.
Yeah, like if I'm in the middle of a conversation and somebody's like, let's dance, I'd be like, did you pregame?
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I mean. So let me hear the question verbatim one more time.
am I the asshole for dancing at a wedding, even though I was a +1 to a friend?
To the question, my personal opinion would be no to that specific question. But how you went about it, you are absolutely the asshole with how you approached all of this.
I was going to say, I think when you take the entire context
exactly.
into consideration,
yes.
even the question on its own, I'm like, yeah.
Like that's, you approach this.
I think you're an asshole.
You approach this all wrong.
That's so
and then I don't know if this is weird or not. It's weird to me, but then you try to friend the bride on Facebook.
Yeah, no, she wasn't going to, she was going to find her to ask about photos.
Oh, that makes it better.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Why wouldn't you go through your what's the link called?
The coworker?
Yeah, the link to the family. Why wouldn't you go through the link that you know? Then
it sounds like, well, she said that he hasn't texted her, and I
wonder why.
Yeah. I think maybe your friend's gonna be avoiding you at the water cooler on Monday.
He's currently on LinkedIn looking for a new job.
He probably
He's on
like, I can't work with this crazy bitch anymore. My family is horrified.
He's on Indeed right now, fucking looking for a new job.
He submitted 5 applications when he got home.
Oh, Jesus, what a mess. So, okay. Have I said my verdict yet?
I think you said not the, wait, no. You said
I
not
was
the asshole to
50-50. The question verbatim, how it's stated, I would say no, because just how it's stated, you were just dancing at a wedding. But when, like you had said, when you take the full context of the scenario, I would have to say you're the asshole with how you approached everything. So I think that's my verdict. What was yours before you got in the comments?
I was like, you're an asshole. You don't know these people.
These are strangers.
You need to go sit down at your table and be the stranger that you fucking are, okay?
Go to the little kid's table.
Go to the +1s. Don't stand in any of the pictures. Find the photographer and stand behind them.
I'm gonna erase you from the memory.
She's probably, that's why you're not gonna see any photos, because she probably already called the photographer to fucking airbrush you
probably,
out.
Yeah, because she's, you know damn well, she is seen in every photo in the background, just fucking bopping. Just bopping around. Or pulling at grandma's arm to get up from the table.
You know, she was going through those pictures and she's like, who is this bitch? Cody, is that your girlfriend?
Isn't that a game that Lily plays? Name this bitch. Ted, let's play. Name this bitch.
Oh my God.
Okay, so yeah, mine is definitely you're the asshole.
I almost wish that I was at that wedding, because if you did that at one of my family weddings, we would be talking about you for years.
Probably, yeah. But again, to change the scenario, if it was a family member, it wouldn't be talked about past that weekend.
No, because that's just
it's normal behavior. Exactly. Yeah. So like, yeah.
Yeah. That's why, like, when I get together with my family and run around like a fucking psycho, they're just like,
because they know that you're a psycho.
Yeah. When I don't act like that, they're like, are you okay?
Yeah. But like a stranger pops out and they're just acting like this, like, Who are you? You don't even go here. So, what was Reddit's overall verdict?
So, Reddit's verdict was asshole.
Okay.
And the top comment said, for dancing, no. For drawing attention to yourself by hyping people up during their introduction, or wandering around harassing people at tables because you think people can't have fun unless they're doing what you think is fun. Yes, you're the asshole. So the next one says, you're the asshole. You were making yourself the center of attention at a stranger's wedding. This isn't just an issue of you dancing like a normal guest. It's about you interfering with the introduction of the bridal party, interrupting the mother of the bride or groom, and making a scene during cocktail hour. Honest question. Were you drinking much? This sounds like drunk girl behavior.
I'm pretty sure I said that when you started. Because OP was like, oh, I'm not a sloppy
during
dancer.
Cocktail hour.
And then you said cocktail hour. I was like, oh, it's about to get sloppy. And it did.
All right, and then this next one said, you're the asshole. Girl, I was ready to be on your side as I also love dancing at a wedding, but it sounds like you caused a scene and made yourself the center of attention. Trying to pull people who are sitting at their tables onto the dance floor who are sitting, especially the grandparents, makes you an even bigger asshole. Don't contact the bride for photos.
This sounds like a Gallagher.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
And then the last one.
Is this 4?
Yes.
Okay.
The last one said, in quotes, people were looking my way, but not in shock, but almost like delight, like she's going to be fun on the dance floor tonight. And they said, just for future reference, that was not what anyone was thinking.
No, those were drunk goggles that you were wearing. Yeah. Yikes.
Well, there's also discussion that people were like, was she drinking? Because assumingly she wrote this sober and she still thinks it was okay. So I don't know. There was like a whole thread of comments where they were like, was she drinking? Was she not? Does this seem like sober thoughts? Like
she's
they were
still
like
drinking.
Dissecting. Well, that was our last Am I the Asshole story.
So now it's time for our votes for the Asshole of the Week award. So who you voting for? Story 1 is entitled Mother. Story 2, The Honest Brother. Story 3, The Apartment Thief. Story 4, The Wedding +1. I'm kind of torn on this one. This one isn't as easy as the previous ones.
I'm inclined to say, what was the second one? The Honest Brother.
The Honest Brother.
Just because I was laughing my ass off at that one.
Well, it's not your favorite story. It's the Asshole of the Week award.
Who's the biggest asshole?
The biggest asshole?
I mean, he started talking about her divorce at her wedding. That's a pretty big asshole. But then, you were weird at the wedding. So I don't know if that makes you an asshole. And then you had the mom. Ooh, that's a good one, though, too. I think I'm going for the mom.
Yeah, my vote is story 1, the entitled mom, because am I the asshole if I refuse to give my mom money every month? How are you gonna? I mean, that's extortion.
Yeah, she's the biggest asshole, but the Honest Brother story, hands down. I was fucking crying, laughing, reading that.
We need to create a new award.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying.
I agree. Entitled Mother for sure, but the most, the funniest one. The best one was definitely The Honest Brother.
I think so,
too. So there you go. Let us know what your vote is in the comments. The winner will be announced in the comments of this video when next week's episode is released on May 29th, so that everyone has 1 week to get their votes in. And we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, we want to let everybody know, we want to hear from you, whether you agree, disagree, have some topic requests, or maybe have your own Am I the Asshole story. We want to hear about it, so feel free to drop a comment, send us a direct message, or email us. All of our links and information is available at our website, which is therantingpodcast.com. Anything you want to add before we wrap up?
I don't think so. Let us know who you think the Asshole of the Week award should go to this week.
I wonder, and let us know if we should have like a like something for it. Like,
oh God, I don't.
Like if we should, I don't know, like do like a special post for it and like post the story or something like. I don't know.
Oh, I guess we could.
Something creative, you know?
Interesting.
I don't know, something like that. But yeah, just let us know. All right, that's it for us. If you like the show, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see everyone next week.
Yay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.